Hello everyone, welcome to Braylon's Bakery. I'm Braylon and I'm going to be showing you how to make swirl bread today. We're going to learn how to make a basic swirl. You can do whatever color you would like. And we're also going to do cinnamon swirl. Now in this video my bread is already pre-made. It has already risen for 1 hour as well. So we're going to start off from there. You're just going to knead your dough, divide it in half, knead each portion, and let it sit for about 10 to 15 minutes. Okay, so our dough has set 10 to 15 minutes. So we're going to take the 1/2 and we're going to roll it out. We're going to do a swirl. Now the previous loaf was a cinnamon sugar swirl. So for that one you make your cinnamon sugar and you just knead it into your dough, roll it out, and then roll it up. For this one we are going to do a swirl as well. But instead of cinnamon sugar, we're going to put some food coloring in and make a fall swirl. You can do whatever color you want. Today we're going to do an orange. Okay, so our first dough is rolled out. We want it into somewhat of a long rectangular shape. So this one is just going to be the plain. So we're just going to roll it up just gently so it doesn't stick together and move him out of the way. Now for the second one, this one we're going to add food coloring into. So you're going to get your food coloring, and you're going to get a toothpick just to get your food coloring out. We're going to add some to the dough. Now remember, you can always add more. Don't put too much in, or you're going to get a really bright orange. So I'm just going to put just a little blob here. Wipe off your toothpick. Set that out of the way. Okay, so now we're just going to knead this in until it's fully incorporated into the dough. Alright, so now that all of our orange is mixed in, I went ahead and rolled it out. You want to try to get about the same size as your previous loaf. So I'm just going to go ahead and roll this one up because we're going to put the orange in the center. You can do it whatever way you prefer. I think it looks nice with the swirl in the middle. So we're going to go ahead and open our plain color up here. Spread it back out as much as possible. Pull it down this way a little bit. Okay, now we're going to take our orange and we're going to put it right on top. We're going to stretch it as best we can to the same size as the bottom layer. It should be about the same size, doesn't need to be exact. But you just try to pull the edges to be about the same. Okay. Now I like to take my rolling pin and go over this one more time now that they're together. Just kind of squishes them together a little bit more, and it helps prevent any gaps when baking. Just gonna go ahead and roll this here as best as possible. This side doesn't need to be perfect. Okay, so now we're just gonna go ahead and roll it, same as we did with the cinnamon one. I'm gonna roll it as tight as possible. Try to brush excess flour off as you're rolling, so it sticks together a little bit better. Roll it up here. Okay, now that it's all rolled, make sure we tuck all that together. Doesn't fall apart. Now we're going to take our ends and we're going to tuck our ends, like you do with any bread loaf. Okay, so there's our little loaf. Now we're going to get our pan. Remember, our pan is greased so it doesn't stick. Go ahead and put that loaf in. Oops. Make sure everything's sticking here. Alright, so I went ahead and removed the bread from the pans. It did take about 40 minutes in the oven. Like I said, it depends on your oven. So here's our cinnamon swirl, and here's our orange swirl. Now I melted 1 tablespoon of butter. So we're going to take our brush, just soak up some of that butter, and we're going to brush some butter on top of our loaves. Gives it a nice shiny color and a delicious buttery taste. Once our loaves are completely brushed with butter, we're going to let them sit here until they're cool completely, and then we'll go ahead and slice it and see the final result. Alright, so our bread is now cooled. We're going to go ahead and cut it to see what our final result looks like. So first we're going to cut the orange swirl. And get a nice cut here. And there is your beautiful swirl. This one got a little bit small at the top, but still got a nice swirl in there. And then next, we're gonna do our cinnamon and sugar. And that one has a nice swirl of cinnamon and sugar inside. You can see the brown is the cinnamon and sugar. Thank you for watching, everyone, and I hope to see you all back soon. Please like and share.